Hi folks, Josh DeVries here. We're going to be going through the second project of the COM 2025 Microsoft Publisher 2013 uh, assignment. Again, project 2, it's the creating a trifold brochure about the zoo company. So we're looking at working through this textbook here. We're going to be starting on page 66 and working through to page roughly PUB 112 to 113. Textbook starts off with we have to open up Microsoft Publisher. On my screen, quick start guide right there after clicking start. Because I've used it before, you may have to click all programs, Microsoft 2013, Microsoft Office, and then Microsoft Publisher 2013. So I'll go ahead and I'll click it there just because it was on the screen. We're at the bumper loading screen here. We have to click built in. And we have to scroll down to, oh, it's actually, we don't have to scroll this time. It's at brochures. And then we're going to scroll down to more installed templates. So not at the top, but more installed templates. And then under informational again, there it is, the accent box that we want to select. It's going to change the way it looks here on the right-hand side. And then on page PUB 71, we need to make sure that we select the appropriate color scheme as per the assignment. So color scheme becomes rainforest. So we're going to scroll all the way down to R. It is alphabetical. So we should see a rainforest theme. There it is. And then we're going to click the Foundry font screen. Foundry font scheme. So again, it is alphabetical. You're going to scroll down. Foundry. 3-panel page. It's already selected for us. And then response form selected. Let's scroll this down here. Under form, we want a response form. And then we're going to click create. So that takes us to the end of page PUB 71. I'm going to make this a full screen so it's a little bit easier to see. I'm pushing Control and up, pushing my mouse wheel up to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to zoom back a bit just so I can see the full page there perfectly. And there we go. Microsoft Publisher, just before we get into page 72, remember you can, just like the other series, you can zoom in and out using this little control bar here at the bottom corner. And or you push Control and zoom in and out that way. So what we have here is you can open up the page button. And you can have so page 1 of the brochure, page 2 of the brochure. That's what page PUB 72 is showing us. I prefer to work with it closed. You can prefer to work with it open. It's totally up to you. You don't have to have it. Whatever you're comfortable with. Page Pub 73 is asking us to save it. So I'm going to save it right now just to follow the instructions. You want to navigate to where you want to save it. I save all of my stuff on the S drive. You put it to wherever you want to save it specifically. And they want us to call it internship brochure. And I'm going to call it project 2 so that I know exactly what it is. I'm going to click save, and there we go. I've saved it. That's exactly what we want to look at, what we want to do. Pub 73, halfway down, we need to start deleting objects. Now in this generic template, the first thing I want us to do is we're going to left click on this organizational icon here, and we're going to delete it. So when you select it, you push the delete key on the keyboard and it disappears. And we also then want to select this little boy looking at an ancient computer here, and we want to select it just like I have. I've selected it, left clicked it, and I'm deleting that picture as well. So that takes us right through to almost the end of page PUB 73. Now, in the right panel, select the business tagline or motto by dragging through the text. business tagline or motto is right here. So we want to select the text, and we're going to actually type in a zoo for all ages. A zoo for all ages. And that's how we're replacing the text. So that takes us to the end of page PUB 73. Right here, we're going to select that. I just left clicked it once and it selected everything. And I'm now going to type zoo intern program. That takes us halfway through page pub 74. The bottom, it says to edit synchronized text. Well, we need to click here, and we're going to highlight, left click, and scroll over again. We're going to change the business name to Allen City Zoo. And that's all we're going to do for a moment. We're also going to change Allen City Zoo. That takes us to the end of page PUB 74. Now we're editing the main business address. So we're going to highlight the actual address here entirely. And on page pub 75, you're going to notice that it says we need to update the primary business address. We need to put in 1700 Cummings Parkway, and that is in Allen City, Florida. It does say here on page pub 75, put your own address in if you request it. As your instructor, I want you to copy the textbook exactly so that I can see exactly what we're looking for. That way things will be the same. What we're typing in here is the number. So you can just highlight phones are going to stay the same, and we're going to do 754-555-2200. And then we have a fax number, which is also area code 754-555-2201. And the email address is actually interns@aczoo.biz. That takes us to the end of page pub 75. Pub 76 is asking us to adjust the heading on the far left panel. So we're talking about this panel where my mouse is moving around here. It says instead of saying back panel heading, again, we're just going to left click and it's already highlighting. We're going to type our mission. The next portion of page pub 76 is telling you not to use the enter key when we're typing in. We want this to be a wrapped text, so we want the computer, or in this case Microsoft Publisher, to put the text in exactly where it should be on the line. You don't want to recreate exactly what you see on the page in the book. You want the computer to do it for you. So for instance, if I start typing, this is a good place to enter briefly but effectively, enter, summarize. Notice how the first letter of each line is automatically capitalizing because I'm pressing enter to follow what it looks like in the textbook there on page pub 77. I don't want you to do that, and neither does the textbook. I'm going to erase this and start again. This is a good place to, now instead of me actually hitting enter to signify a new line, I'm just going to push space and keep typing. Notice how the text is actually changing itself as the next word or series of words gets typed in. So if the word is automatically too long, then it'll just put it to the next line. And that's exactly what we want here. Now, I demonstrated that from the book. What we actually want to type in this section is actually on page pub 78. So let's go ahead and type that in now. So, by connecting people with wildlife, the Allen, and there's a typing error on my part, so wildlife wildlife. The Allen City Zoo promotes joyful discovery and inspires community action for its animals and habitats. Our mission is to create adventure, conserve nature, and serve the community through education. Now, I did spell serve wrong as well, but you can go back and change that red underline when you're done typing. The next paragraph then says, the zoo is accredited by the National, that should be a capital N, National Association of Zoos and Aquariums, space, and then NAZA, period. That takes us to the end of page Pub 78. We're actually being asked to leave the picture there for a moment of the person typing on the electronic device there. We're now practicing our copy and pasting ability here. So we're going to copy the phone number here, the actual entire line. We're going to push Control-C, that's copy, and we want to paste it here. So we're going to Control-V, and it's going to give us some options here, some paste options. You can see what, by highlighting it, keep the text only, keep the source formatting, so on and so on. We want to keep text only button. There we go. So it moved it exactly over the way it should be. You could, of course, simply just type in the phone number as well. Whichever is easier for you, however you would want to do it, it's fine. It's just to show you the different options of text functions. That does complete Pub 81. So we've almost done 20 pages of the textbook, and we've gone quite far into the assignment already. Now we're asking to actually, the first time, to bring in images. As per usual with previous Info Pro classes, you're not getting your pictures the same way that the book is telling you, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our Moodle page. I already have it preloaded as a student here. So here's our COM 2025 Electronic Layout and Publishing. All images are in Moodle that you need. You don't have to search for them. It would take you way too long. As we scroll down, Chapter 2. As we scroll down, Publisher Files. Since I have you in the video here, there's your Lab 2 pictures. But today, we're working on Project 2. So we're going to hit that drop-down menu. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go ahead and click them all, download them all. See them all right there, bam. What we're going to do now is I'm going to make this a little bit smaller, and I'm going to, a little bit smaller. Just need it to, there we go. I'm just going to click, and I'm going to drag them into the drag area, into the scratch area. Now, the scratch area, in the book, they show them on the right of the image, or the brochure. Left or right, doesn't matter. The scratch area is anything that's grayed out. So it's stuff that won't be printed, but you can work with. So I got the waterfall background. Got to get the QR code. I've got to get the giraffe. I've got to get show all downloads. What am I missing here? I got the giraffe, the QR code, the waterfall. Now I need the flamingo. Again, I just got to re-download that. I don't know where that tab went. The flamingo, and I'm missing the last one. Looks like I'm missing is the elephant. So I'm just grabbing the elephant, putting all the stuff there that I need. There we go. So back on here, I've downloaded all 4 of those. Away we go. I'm just going to minimize this now, and I'm going to bring all of these to the right-hand side of the scratch because that's what the book is showing us. So I want to keep it the same. Again, it doesn't matter what side you put them on, but I'm going to try to copy the book as close to 100% as possible so that I don't cause any confusion. As I now have everything that I need in the scratch area. Looks like I'm actually missing one. 1 second here. No, we're good. So once we have all of the items on the side here, we are able to kind of zoom out a bit so we can see everything. And that is, we're now arranging thumbnails. If you click the picture format tool, arrange thumbnails, and we've got them all nicely put up there. So they're just resized so it's easy to see. What we're doing here now is we're going to click the elephant to swap pictures. This is a really neat feature in Publisher. So you see that icon that comes up in the middle? You drag that to here, and then it automatically, again, I'll switch it back. See how it turned purple? It just switched. Switch. That's how we're going to put the images where we need to go. So that's the elephant in the right section. Next page, that shows us how to do it. Shows us how to do it. The picture's being swapped. So that takes care of page pub 86. Then we've got to right-click this waterfall background, right-click it, apply to background, fill, boom, there it is. Fills up the background of our brochure. Looking quite nice there. And that takes us to the end of page pub 87. Then we need to select this shape, the entire shape, and we are clicking the under drawing tools. We are then going to click Format Painter. I'll go click there. Right here, under the Home section, Format Painter. And there we go. You have to click on the outside. What we're going to do is we're actually looking at, we're going to click this, Format Painter. We've got to do it. Format, Home, Format Painter. What we're trying to do is we have to turn all of the text boxes into what we want them to look like. So we got to select them all, holding Control. We want the white to disappear is what we're looking at, what we're looking for here. So we have to go in this, Format Painter, Format Painter, Format Painter, Format Painter. What we just need to do is we just need to switch over the icons. Format Painter, Format Painter, there we go. And these should be bold as well. And so should the title here. That's what we're looking to do on page pub 90. You have to do each individual box one at a time. That takes us to the end of page pub 90. And for now, we're done working with the first page. So now we have to click the second page. So how do we get to the second page? Well, you got to bring up the navigation pane, and then click 2. So again, I started right off the beginning. You can have it big, you could have it small. I prefer to have it gone. You just have to know how to get to it so that you can change what you need to access it. Now that we're on page 2, we need to type internships here under the main heading. So, internships. Then we're going to edit the middle panel on page 2. Oh, sorry, I missed a section here. We have to type in on page pub 92 start here. Our internship experience is an exciting and educational opportunity for students to participate in various departments at Allen City Zoo. Our interns achieve learning goals associated with their field of study. Enter. There should be students. Enter. Now we're on page pub 92. Now I can continue typing. Interns are monitored carefully by their managers to ensure that they have active opportunities to participate in a wide variety of learning experiences. The zoo works to meet the academic credit requirements of the intern's educational institution. The program features a learning agenda complete with objectives, observation, reflection, evaluation, assessment, and periodic performance evaluations. Internships last 12 weeks. Press and hold, go up, and then best fit. Left click best fit. So you're pressing and holding the right button in the box, and you're scrolling up and clicking best fit. And that's going to make it fit the perfect size to fit the text box available. Now we're going to edit the second panel. There at the bottom of page pub 92. The second heading should say Animal Training Internship. Animal Training Internship. We're gonna type that up. We're gonna go animal training interns establish a working relationship with the animals. I'm gonna fix that typo there. Responsibilities include providing enrichment for the animals, presenting animal encounters to the public, researching and reviewing enrichment data, and assisting education staff with the show animals. Interns with prior animal handling experience will be given priority, period. Now we're going to click the secondary heading. We're going to type marketing internship. And then we're going to highlight the second one, and we're going to type marketing interns are responsible for working with all areas of the zoo and with media, corporate and community partners to increase public awareness, promote programs, plans, special events, and coordinate corporate engagement. Allen City Zoo is seeking motivated individuals with good communication, computer, and writing skills. Press enter. Now we're going to type general education internship, press enter, and then general education interns work to develop and improve educational opportunities for zoo patrons by contributing to the development and evaluation of a new curriculum, including distance learning, outreach, and on-ground programming. Now I'm going to fix my typos there with the red lines, and you'll notice that at the bottom of page pub 93, it took me a little while to finish. You'll see it, my page looks identical to what the book is supposed to look like. I'm going to zoom in a bit to make it maybe easier for you to see on your screen for the next little bit. Pub 94, copy the heading format. So first of all, we need to tap or click the heading Animal Training Internship. So I'm going to double click that, highlight it, okay. Tap or click the format painter. Remember, home, format painter, and then we click here. Copies it. Exactly what we did on page 1. Copies the exact formatting, so it keeps it the same. You could remember by highlighting what size, if it's a bold, what font, whatever, all that stuff, and then manually doing it yourself, or you can click the format painter option. Now we're going to swap pictures on page 2. We are now going to have this right here. We got to find what's up there, the flamingo. So the flamingo here, we're going to swap, bam. And then this keyboard guy here is the, bam, G-Rep. Again, we're swapping it the same way we did it from page 1. You're going to click the eye picture, drag it over, and it's going to swap automatically for you. Left click, drag, it's going to swap automatically for you. That takes us to the top of page pub 95. And now we're going to look at the edit form. So this is the edit form here. Is the right side of the brochure. So we're going to take and we're going to call it for more information. Now we have to type, not full, sorry. Fill out the following form and send it to our Human Resources Department at the address listed below. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I wrote. And I'm going to put a period. Now, we have to type in our questions. So because it's a fill form, we are typing in semester. Area of interest. Second question is habitat. And the third one is internship type. Internship type. Now, we're going to fill in the answers. So we got fall, spring, summer. Area of interest becomes animal training, or marketing, or general education. Under habitat, it becomes large animal compound, becomes bird sanctuary. And I'm just left clicking each time to access this stuff. Oh, front capital. Petting zoo. Internship type. For credit only. Paid only. Or no preference. Now this is a point where the book is asking us or telling us that we should save again. It's a break point. That's the end of page pub 97. We're going to save that. For this video, we're almost done. There's only a couple pages to go. I'd like to keep it going so that we had one video to watch. Now, on page pub 98, we're now looking at changing some of our, adding some, making our brochure look a little bit more stylistic. So we're going to highlight for more information, and we're going to look for the font called Rockwell Extra Bold. And now we already are on Rockwell Extra Bold, but we're going to switch to Gabriola. So you can start typing it out, and then we should find Gabriola is right there. And we can start making it bigger. What we need to see is 22. Should. Let's increase this some more. There we go. For more information. That takes us to the end of pub 99. Now we're looking at adding some stylistic stuff for more information. So what we're going to do here is, okay, make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Just backspace this up a bit. There we go. Now we're going to click the text tools, and we're going to take stylistic sets, and then we're going to click for more information. We're going to do this one. Notice how it just made our fonts look a little bit more interesting. Fee legislator is what we wanted to select. That's what we wanted to do. So we've got now Asian. We're going to highlight just there. We're going to do ligatures. We're going to click no ligatures. There we go. Changed a little bit. That takes us to the end of page Pub 101. Then they want us to undo that, just to show you what it does. Now we're going to copy the stylistic set formatting. So we are going to copy and we're going to do this for internships as well. So we're going to format Painter, we're going to do that to the internships. But then we still want to keep it in the center. I want to keep it at, there we go. Then we are going to scroll down to the insert point right here at interns. We don't have to have it highlighted yet. And we're going to do cap drop. So under cap drop, we have to do under text box tools, drop cap, and we want it to be, I believe, okay, 4 times as tall. Okay, right there. That's what we wanted to select. And then we're going to click custom drop cap, which is right here. And they want us to make it size of letters 2, and then OK. So now the I is 2 letters long, exactly like we have here on page Pub 105. Now we have to click the caption, highlight it, and we're learn how to pinken up the flamingos. Save it there. I'm going to go to page 1 again. Oh, sorry, I got to do the giraffe one first here. Giraffe in the large animal compound. Now we have to go to page 1 of the brochure and go to the elephant and then meet our new baby elephant. Now we're going to select the picture and we have to go to format. Oh, sorry, hang on. We're going to go to the caption button. So format, caption. Oh. Caption. Once we select the entire section and we want to pick the one that says reverse layout option 2. So we should end up with it perfect. Meet our new baby elephant. Up the top, changes it up. Now we need to insert some graphics. And we need to insert the social media graphic. I don't have that as an option right now. I will have to add that to Moodle. I must have missed that picture when I was working through it. But I do have the QR code, so I can show you how to, you bring in the code and you just drop it in, and then we're going to resize it so that it looks appropriate in where it needs to be. That looks about right with the QR code. I will add the social media graphic to Moodle, and you can follow the instructions of how to add that in yourselves at that point. We've now completed page pub 108. Page pub 109 asks us to check the publication. So what we're looking for is, do you want to go through and check out the design publication? So this is a way to check for spell check. So spell check is going to be like, it's going to be an option down here. And if you like, go back to page 1. What we're going to do is run design checker. So let's click file. And then we have to click info. And there it goes, run design checker. So we check it. Now, page 1 has space below top margin. So let's see. Page 1 has space below top margin. Well, that's okay. That's fine. We can close this up. It's giving us our examples of where we have errors. Everything's fine. We have the exact same errors that story with text in overflow area. That's good. Fixed it. Okay. Preview and printing. The textbook is telling you to, you want to be able to text and print and all that kind of stuff. I don't want you to do that for this assignment. At this point, you can save it and upload it to me in Moodle so that I can go through the actual publisher file to see how you've done, make sure everything is done appropriately. So when I see this assignment, I should see all of these pictures in the scratch area. That shows me that you, for example, added the pictures correctly. As per usual, I'm available for help. All you got to do is email me or call me, any extension on campus 3703. Leave me a detailed voicemail of what you need help with, and I will give you a hand. And hopefully, everything is making sense, and I'll hear from you folks shortly. Have a good day.